Ever stared at that little icon on your phone, the one promising to unlock the future, and wondered who's really behind it? Who's pulling the strings, crafting the code, and shaping the AI that's becoming an integral part of our lives? I'm talking about Gemini, of course. You've heard the buzz, you've seen the demos, maybe you're even using it. But who owns Gemini? It's a question that goes beyond simple curiosity. It taps into our fundamental desire to understand the forces shaping our world, especially in an age where technology is advancing at breakneck speed. Think about it. We trust our phones, our search engines, our AI assistants with a lot of personal information. We rely on them to be accurate, reliable, and secure. But that trust is built on knowing who's accountable. Who's responsible for the decisions that are made, the data that's collected, and the direction that the technology takes? In the early days of the internet, it was easier to trace the lineage of a piece of software or a website. You could often find a name, a company, a face. But as technology has become more complex and interconnected, the lines have blurred. We're dealing with vast networks of data, intricate algorithms, and global corporations. So, how do we pierce through the layers and get to the heart of the matter? Let's start with the basics. Gemini is an AI model, a large language model, to be precise. It's designed to understand and generate human-like text, answer your questions, and even write different kinds of creative content. But it doesn't exist in a vacuum. It's a product of years of research and development, a culmination of the efforts of countless engineers, researchers, and designers. And that brings us to the core of the question: who owns that effort? Who owns Gemini? The answer, in its simplest form, is Google. Yes, Google, the tech giant that's become synonymous with search, owns Gemini. But that answer, while accurate, doesn't tell the whole story. It's like saying a painting is owned by the art gallery that displays it. It's true, but it doesn't capture the artist's vision, the countless hours of work, and the creative process that brought the masterpiece into being. Google, as a company, is a massive entity. It's structured into various divisions and teams, each with its own focus and expertise. Gemini is a product of Google DeepMind, a subsidiary of Alphabet Incorporated, Google's parent company, that specializes in artificial intelligence research. DeepMind is renowned for its groundbreaking work in AI, from AlphaGo's victory over a world champion Go player to its advancements in protein folding. So, to be more precise, Google DeepMind developed Gemini. But even that doesn't fully capture the complexity of the situation. Google DeepMind itself is a collaboration of hundreds, if not thousands, of individuals. Researchers, engineers, ethicists, product managers, and many more, all contributing their unique skills and perspectives. It's a collective effort, a symphony of talent and innovation. And that's where the real story lies. It's not just about who owns the name or the code. It's about the people who are shaping the future of AI, the individuals who are pushing the boundaries of what's possible. But why is this important? Why does it matter who owns Gemini? First, it's about accountability. As AI becomes more powerful and pervasive, it's crucial to understand who's responsible for its development and deployment. Who's making the decisions about how it's used, what data it's trained on, and what safeguards are in place. Second, it's about transparency. We live in an age of information, and we have a right to know how the technologies that shape our lives are created. Understanding the ownership structure of AI models like Gemini helps us to make informed decisions about how we use them. Third, it's about trust. We trust our AI assistants with a lot of sensitive information. Knowing who's behind them helps us to build that trust. And fourth, it's about the future. AI is rapidly evolving, and its impact on society is only going to grow. Understanding the ownership and development of AI models like Gemini helps us to shape that future in a responsible and ethical way. Now, let's delve a little deeper into the intricacies of Google's ownership and development of Gemini. Google is a publicly traded company, meaning that it's owned by its shareholders. These shareholders include individuals, institutional investors, and mutual funds. So, In a sense, you could say that Gemini is owned by a vast network of people around the world. However, Google, and by extension Google DeepMind, is ultimately controlled by its leadership team. This team is responsible for setting the company's strategic direction, making key decisions about research and development, and ensuring that the company operates in a responsible and ethical manner. It's important to note that Google has made significant efforts to address the ethical implications of AI development. They've established AI principles that guide their work, and they've invested in research to ensure that AI is used for good. They also provide transparency through published research papers, blog posts, and public forums. This allows the public to understand the technology and the decisions surrounding it. Furthermore, it is worth noting the unique structure of DeepMind within Google. DeepMind maintains a degree of autonomy in its research, which allows it to pursue ambitious projects and push the boundaries of AI. This independence is balanced by Google's oversight and strategic guidance, ensuring that DeepMind's work aligns with the company's overall goals. The development of Gemini is not a solitary endeavor. It's a collaborative effort that involves partnerships with researchers, academics, and other organizations. This collaboration is essential for ensuring that AI is developed in a responsible and inclusive manner. So, to recap, while Google owns Gemini, the story is far more complex than a simple statement of ownership. It's a story of collaboration, innovation, and ethical considerations. It's a story of a company pushing the boundaries of what's possible with AI, while also striving to ensure that this technology is used for the benefit of humanity. And as we continue to interact with AI, it's vital to stay informed, to ask questions, to demand transparency, and to hold the developers of these powerful technologies accountable. Because ultimately, the future of AI is not just in the hands of the companies that create it. It's in the hands of all of us. We are the ones who will shape how this technology is used, how it's integrated into our lives, and how it impacts our world. And to do that effectively, we need to understand the forces that are shaping it. We need to understand who owns it. So, next time you use Gemini, or any other AI tool, take a moment to think about the people behind it, the decisions that were made, and the ethical considerations that were taken into account. Because understanding the ownership of AI is not just about knowing who's in charge. It's about understanding the future. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.